All right, we're back with Becca. How you doing, Becca?
Fine.
You doing good?
Yeah, just fine.
I've seen Becca here a few times on the strip, and today she's actually willing to talk to us, and she's gonna give us an update on what's been going on in her life. We're gonna get back into her childhood a little bit, but first I wanted you to talk to me about your typical day here. What's your typical day like? Describe it.
Get up at whatever time I wake up. Normally it's around in between like 8 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon I wake up. I know it's a broad span, but it just depends because of my narcolepsy if I had gotten any sleep during the day. So I wake up and then normally I smoke or take my medication. Now lately I've been taking my my fentanyl patches and my narcos from my doctor. And then I'll lay back down for like another 20 minutes or so, give it time to kick in. And I'll get up, get dressed, and either go online, try to set up a date, or it depends. As every third day, I'll find a date.
Yeah.
And then the days in between that, for the most part, I just sleep all day.
Okay.
So if it's one of the days that I'm active and out and about, every third day, I'll find a date. If I can't find one online before 7 o'clock at night, because sometimes like I won't be able to find a date, and I'll be able to find a date, but the guy only wants to pay like $30 or $40. Meanwhile, down the strip, I can make a guaranteed $800 or more a date. So,
a date?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that why you're staying on the strip now?
Yeah.
Okay. How many dates do you do a week here on the strip?
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
That's why every third day.
So what do you do with your money? You make $800 or $1,000, $1,600 or whatever. What do you do with that money?
Well, my insurance doesn't cover my medication.
Okay.
So I have to pay for my doctor's appointment. The copay is $100, and then a week's worth of my prescriptions, like $180, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Which really isn't that much. But then my rent, where I'm staying now, is $80 or $120 on the weekdays, and then $180 on the weekends. So that takes up the majority of my money. I'm looking into getting a weekly. Thank you, cars.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you though, but this is a new development. You're telling me you don't do heroin anymore?
Well,
what are you
that's what I was
doing?
saying the whole time. Is I use heroin because I need it.
Okay.
Like, I need it to function. I can't function without it.
Okay.
And heroin is better for you than the prescription painkillers, generally speaking. But my connect that I was getting it from is not in town anymore. He moved suddenly. I think he was evading getting arrested or evading the police or whatever. They were gonna try to arrest him, because they set him up basically. He sold to an undercover. So he left the state to evade getting arrested or evade police. So now I have no one to get it through, and I don't just get dope from anyone. I have to get it from my people. Like I've been buying it from the same people for 10 years. I'm not gonna change who I get it from. So since they're not available no more, I can't even get a hold of them. I had no other choice but to go to the doctors and get prescribed my medication again.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? So you're telling me that you believe that these drugs that regular people are producing are safer than the prescription drugs that are provided to you?
Yes, it's been proven.
Explain that.
All the cutters, fillers, and buffers in the medications, that the doctors give you are toxic.
Okay.
Like, they're not meant for human consumption, but they don't give a fuck. However, hold on. I'll pull up exactly what it says on WebMD. Now my phone's not working.
You can come back to that later. Can you tell me something else now?
Like what?
What's the difference in how you feel when I first interviewed you a few months ago? You were just doing heroin, no medicine, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference? How are you feeling? Between
not as good as I did with the street drugs.
Not as good?
No,
okay.
Not at all. So, for example, the street drugs, they're not as physically addictive. They don't cause as bad withdrawals. The withdrawals from medications that are prescribed to you, the withdrawals are 10 times worse.
Okay.
And they also have more side effects, like adverse side effects. For example, with painkillers, when you're pregnant, the baby can be born without its brainstem, or not will be developing in your belly with no brainstem. So when it's born dead because you can't live without a brainstem.
Okay.
But with heroin, that's not the case. Your baby will be born completely healthy, other than the fact it's born physically addicted to or physically dependent on it.
Yeah.
So that's just one example. Obviously, that's not affecting my mood. I have my brainstem already, but like it, that's just one example of how they're different. So now, like with my brain doesn't create natural serotonin or equivalent, the natural equivalent of like a normal adult my age. It doesn't produce. So I'm clinically depressed, and the dopamine in my brain that I do have was getting supplemented by the drugs.
Okay.
So it was making me not clinically depressed anymore. Now I'm back to being depressed, and I'm not very, I don't know, happy. I lose attention. Like I can't keep my attention on one thing at a time, and I'm very scatterbrained, and it's just I'm all over the place now.
Okay, before we go on, do you give us permission to use this video on our YouTube channel?
Of course.
Okay. Are you done with the phone?
No, I'm pulling up the thing that I was telling you about. I'm gonna ask Google. Hold on, because I can't find the exact article that I'm looking for. But hold on. Fucking stupid phone.
All right, let's move on.
Prescription painkillers worse for you than street drugs. Prescription painkillers worse for you and your health.
You made your point.
I did not make my point.
You kind of did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not at all.
All
It's on
right.
WebMD. I'm trying to find the specific article from WebMD.
All right. All right, Becca, can we go back to a couple of questions from the last video that I asked you?
What questions?
Okay, you said you were first molested by the smoke shop owner, right?
Yeah,
When
the guy
you're-
that worked there.
How old were you?
I don't know how old I was. I just know what grade I was in.
What grade was that?
I was in 7th grade.
Okay, so 12 maybe?
Yeah.
12, 13? And you went in there...
Oh no, 8th grade. So we
8th
moved
grade.
here the summer after 7th
Okay,
grade.
so you went in there for what? To buy some cigarettes?
Yeah.
And he started, what happened? Just tell me.
Yeah, well, I wanted to buy cigarettes, and the older girls at school had said that they go there and he sells them to underage girls, and that he's kind of a pervert. So and that if we can, if I would show him my boobs or like anything like that, or wear like really sexy clothes or a short skirt or whatever, then he'll probably give me some cigarettes for free.
Okay.
So I'd gone in there and I changed into this what my mom called this hoochie outfit.
Yeah.
That I wasn't allowed to leave the house in, but I wore it underneath my school clothes so she didn't realize it. And I went there and I wore it. It was like kind of like lingerie, like like there's like lingerie that are like schoolgirl outfit or like a teacher's outfit or whatever. So it was like one of those that I wore there, and he gave me a carton of cigarettes for free, and or for $5, which is nothing. And then every time I went in there, I got a little bit more from him. And he wanted to do a little bit more every time. And then eventually he invited me to go to the back room with him. But all the older girls at school said, don't go to the back room with you because then he's going to try to have sex with you.
Yeah.
But I told him that I was a virgin before I went back there. And he said, don't worry, I won't have sex with you then. I'll just do it outside. And I didn't understand what he meant.
Yeah.
So we went to the back and he put his penis in between my legs and fucked my legs.
Okay.
That's what he meant by outside.
And how long did that last?
I don't know, 2 years.
2 years? And then you weren't molested after that?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Did you like boys during that time when he was molesting you?
No.
Never?
No.
Did you like boys before that?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So are you a lesbian?
I guess you could say that. Like,
And-
I've only been with 2 girls.
You've only been with 2 girls. And a lot of men, though.
Yeah, but I don't like being with men. I'm only with men for money.
Okay. When you were with that guy, is that the first time you realized that you could use your body to make money?
Well, I always knew that because, like, prostitutes, everyone knows what a prostitute is, and, like, I just didn't know how easy it was.
So after that experience, you realized how easy it was. And then from then, when did you transition into working on the streets?
I had just gotten out of jail, and I had nowhere to go because I refused to go to my mother's house.
How old were you?
I was like 19
Okay.
or 20. I was staying with my friend, and me and him had got into an argument, and we were close down by Boulder Highway, and I had thrown my phone out of his car, and my phone broke, and I told him just to leave me there. And he didn't want to leave me there. He came back for me like 10 times, but I wouldn't get out of back into his car.
Yeah.
So he couldn't force me to, so I ended up having to leave me there. And then I stuck stranded down there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And when I would be walking around trying to like find people that had drugs and whatever,
Yeah.
people that would smoke me out or someone that would give me a ride home. And then eventually, like, had noticed that all these cars keep on pulling over and asking me how much. And I didn't know what they were talking about, how much for what.
Yeah.
You know, and then this one dude pulled up and he's like, I got no money, I just got drugs, you need a ride? I was like, sure. So I got in his car because I wanted to smoke. I didn't need no money.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ride home. And he asked me if I wanted to ride, and he told me he had drugs. So I was like, perfect, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, so I got in the car with him, and then realized that he wanted sexual favors for this ride and for drugs.
Yeah.
So I let him smoke with me, and then I brought him home to my mom's house, and I told him he could have sex with my mom. And I don't know if they did or not, but he was in my mom's room for an awfully long time for him not to have had sexual relations with my mom. I forgot my soda up there.
Anyway,
no, I didn't.
you want this one?
No, it's all right. I forgot I had this one.
On that
There you go.
subject, I've talked to your mom a couple of times. She's called me and she asked me to relay some information to you. You know you're welcome back at the house anytime
Oh,
you want.
fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Elaborate. Why not?
Because she's in denial. She believes that she really didn't get me hooked on drugs. And she really believes that she got on drugs because the car accident and the doctors cut her off her pain meds. That's not how she got on drugs. She got on drugs because I wanted to have a house party and she asked me to go get her dope.
Yeah. Yeah, you went over that story before. Now, she's really sorry for what she's done to you. And you told me earlier that you forgive her.
I don't blame her, but I can't live with her. It's not because I blame her. It's because she can't accept the fact that that's what happened. She wants to try to get it, like drill it into my head that she didn't give me that first hit, but she did.
Okay.
And that's the facts of that's the matter of the fact that she did it, and that's nothing else we could do. There's nothing we could do to change it either.
Yeah.
And her beating me in the head with that nonsense that she didn't fucking get me hooked on heroin, and that she only started heroin weeks after the car accident, almost a year after the car accident. That's a bunch of baloney. She was on heroin almost a year and a half before the car accident.
Okay, that's the past, right? Now she went on to school. She got her master's, right?
That was all on drugs.
Okay, she got her master's. She became a teacher.
All on drugs.
Okay, but she still did it. Do you think you can do something like that in the future?
If I was back on drugs.
If you're back on drugs.
If I was back on drugs.
Okay. She turned her life around, and she's worried that you're staying in these sleazy motels, like you said, sleeping all day, guys coming in there, and you said yourself that you've been raped multiple times, right?
Yeah, but not here.
Okay. How many times do you think you've been raped? Be honest.
Every single day for like 5 years almost. I was either getting sexually assaulted or raped.
Okay.
And it was because of my narcolepsy. I fall asleep. Like the second I get comfortable, I fall asleep everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Like it could be in a public restroom, it could be on a couch, like at home, it could be on my bed, it could be on the toilet at my house, it could be a toilet at your house, anywhere. School, bus stop, at school. I used to fall asleep all the time. We never knew why until recently.
Okay.
Like the second I get comfortable, I fall asleep. You've seen it firsthand. Like earlier, I fell asleep when we were first trying to do the interview.
If you're at a safe place, your mom's there, and she's allowing you to use there and sleep there, you won't be raped. You'll be safe, correct?
I know transportation.
To where?
To work.
To work here?
To work anywhere.
You want to work on the streets though, right? When you live with your mom. If you live with your mom, okay. She's okay with that. You go.
But I know transportation. How do I get there? I fly? The closest bus stop from my mom's house is 2 miles. I'm not walking 2 miles.
Okay, so that's the reason you're not going to go to your mom's house.
No, but even if I did have, if I had proper transportation, that was my transportation, and I could leave her house whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Then I would probably go there, but it's not like that. It's locked down. I can't leave in the middle of the night. I can't go in the middle of the night. I can't come in the middle of the night. I have to be there within a certain time frame, and then I have to leave at a certain time frame, and that's not good enough.
But we talked about this together. Remember, she said that you said you only need to go work twice a week, right, to make a couple grand, and that's enough money for what you need to survive, right?
Yes, but you're not understanding me. Is that she wants me to come and go in times where I can't come and go because I'm at work. Like, she's not reasonable. She wants me to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And to come back at 6 o'clock at night. I don't even start work until like 1 o'clock in the morning most of the time.
Yeah. So there's no way you can go back to your mom's house then?
No. The only reason I'm staying at Sleazy Motels is because it's the only place that will accept my ID. I just gotta go get a new ID, and then I would stay in the fucking penthouse suite if I wanted to.
Okay. You have that much money?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'd be making way more if I had a fucking suite at one of these hotels.
So what's stopping you from getting your ID?
Nothing. I just haven't gotten down there.
Where? To the
To
DMV?
the DMV.
Why not?
Because I just haven't gotten down there.
Okay. Is that because you're using all the time?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm busy.
You're busy?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Trying to track down the people that fucking robbed my homeboy a couple weeks ago, for example. My homeboy got robbed for everything he had. Someone broke into his house and the police won't help. So me and him have been tracking them down, and like I took the last week off from helping him because I just was like exhausted trying to do police work type shit.
Yeah.
But now we pretty much know who took it. We found the house that has all his property in it.
Yeah.
All we have to do now is figure out how to get stuff out. But like just stuff like that, like I just am doing too much. Like
Okay.
I'm busy. I have stuff to do.
When you're this busy, do you ever think about your daughter?
No, I never think about my daughter.
Okay. Our viewers would want to know why you don't think about your daughter.
I don't want to be in her life
Can you explain why?
because I'm not what's best for her.
Okay. Do you think one day you can be what's
No.
best for her? No. Why not?
I don't want to be.
You don't want to be? Because you want to be on heroin forever.
No, because it's not right for a kid to be in their life and then not, and then be back in their life and then not. That's not right.
Okay. Do you think there's anyone that loves you?
What?
Anyone? Do you think anyone loves you?
No.
No. Your mom says she dearly loves you.
No, my mom's out of her goddamn mind.
Why don't you want to give her a chance?
Because she already had a chance.
Which was when?
I don't know how many times do you have to let someone hurt you before you realize that they're no good for you.
Do you think she deserves to be forgiven?
No, not anymore.
No. Do you
Like, as
miss?
it is, like, she's on a she's on a tightrope. If she fucks up one more time, I'm never talking to her again.
You're not talking to her again? You talked to her earlier today?
No, I said if she fucks up one more time, I'm never talking to her again.
What would she have to do to F up one more time?
I don't know, fuck one of my exes again, or
I think she's beyond that stage, Becca.
but she just did it recently to be on that stage. She only did it like a year ago.
Okay. You never had a teenage crush when you were little, before the molestation?
On my teacher?
No, on like other boys.
No boys.
How about celebrities? Did you ever have a teenage?
On Selena Gomez?
Okay, when you were a little girl?
Yeah.
You're a lesbian, do you think? Have you dated anybody?
Don't scare me.
Except you're, okay, they're scary? Why is that?
They're always mean to me.
Huh?
They're always mean to me.
They're mean to you? You think you ever be in a relationship again? Is there anything you look forward to, Becca?
Opening up my Morgellons clinic.
All right, let us hear about your Morgellons clinic.
Oh, the Morgellons clinic. I have 3 people that are willing to give me funding, but they will match whatever my grant is that I qualify for, or another donor. So if I find another donor that will donate as much as I need, basically, then they will match it. So then I'll have 4 times as much as the person's donate or going to donate or lend me or whatever.
Okay.
But in the business plan, it explains how like we're gonna have meal plans available because you have to go on an alkaline diet. That's part of the treatment.
Yeah.
And also, because the alkaline diet's really hard to stick to, and like it's hard to figure out what meals you can make with stuff that's all allowed to be ate in that diet. So we'll have meal plans available. We'll also have like, you know what Al-Anon is? Like group therapy or group meetings for people
Al-Anon,
whose family
yes.
is in
Yeah.
NA or AA.
Yeah.
So we'll have like stuff like that, like for families who their family members are suffering from Morgellons, so that they can further understand what their loved one's going through. And then we'll
Okay.
also have group therapy for people who have Morgellons,
Yeah.
so that they can see that they're not alone in this.
Yeah.
In it, and that there's other people that have it, and that they're not just some weirdo that has bugs crawling under their skin.
Yeah. What was that?
A cat in heat. Yeah, there it goes again. They're either fighting over a piece of ass, or or it's in heat fighting with itself in the reflection of the mirror of the water, or some asshole is dipping it in the water and
Okay.
freaking out. Saw that a couple weeks ago. Someone was holding the cat by the scruff of his neck, holding it above the water, freaking the cat out. But I think the cat bit him in his sleep or something, he said, so that's why he's torturing the cat. So we would have a veterinarian clinic, because some people's pets are getting it from them. If their cat or dog has the right pH level, their animals can get it as well.
Okay.
So we'll have a vet clinic for the animals who their owners believe that have it, so that we can evaluate them, and if we think that they have it, we'll give them a meal plan for their animal or for their dog or cat to cure them as well. Then we'll give them a special soap and shampoo that I make, and that should get rid of it for them. So basically, it's going to be we'll have individual therapy, group therapy, and individual therapy for people who don't have it but their family members do, and they're trying to further understand what their family members are going through. We'll also have a full kitchen that will offer meal plans for people who are either handicapped and can't cook for themselves, prepare meals on their own, or for people that just don't understand the whole diet thing, like what they can eat and what they can't.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we'll also have I don't know what to call it, like not a therapy, but like a group meeting where like other people that go, like if let's say me and you go to the class or the group therapy for people who have it, and then your mother and my mother go to the group therapy for like their family members, you know. All of us would go. So me and you and your mother and my mother would all go, and once a month we'd have like a I'd call it like a family party or whatever, where everyone who goes there to any of the group therapy sessions would be invited to go there, and it would just be like a luncheon or something that everyone would go to meet everyone, to see how big the community is that has it, or that's suffering from it, or that's impacted by it.
Okay.
So right now I'm working on trying to find either a donor or a lender to give me one more promissory letter or whatever, so that I could get these other donors to donate the money that they promised me, so that I could open it up. I actually just recently think I might have found an office space big enough for it. I just have to get this money now finalized.
How far have you progressed in this so far?
From what?
This plan you have for the More Gallons Clinic?
Oh, well, my business plan is done.
Okay.
I pretty much have found almost all the funding I need. I just need to find one more donor. That I need roughly $800,000 in donations.
$800,000?
Yeah, and either donations or a loan, so that I could finalize everything and open up the place.
Hey Becca, we didn't get your email last time or your Cash App. Would you like to share it?
Yeah, my email address is becarm318@gmail.com. So that would be B as in boy, E as in echo, C as in camera, A as in asshole, R as in rabbit, M as in monster, 318@gmail.com.
Okay. And your Cash App?
And then my Cash App is $ B as in boy, E as in echo, C as in camera, A as in asshole, B as in boy, A as in asshole, B as in boy, B as in boy, I as in igloo, E as in elephant, S as in Sam.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
You got a date?
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, Becca, thank you so much for this interview. Hopefully you'll make it right with your mom one day.
Maybe won't.
Start your More Gallons Clinic. Anything else to look forward to?
No.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Yep, thank you.